Hello everyone, this is Doug from Historical Board Gaming. It's bright and early Monday morning. Hey, I just want to do, like I say, a quick video. This is a few things. Check out our new listings under our HBG header, and we've always got new products there. There's links to show. Haven't added anything today, but last week we had a nice run of items. I'm working on some new rondelles to get on the website this week. They're already cut and everything. It's getting the picture up and the correct category and things like that. So I'll be working on that. A couple things. Midway. Midway's been doing really well. I appreciate people buying the game and getting into it. We've had some really great comments. There was a couple things I didn't like about one of our models, and it's the Val, the Japanese Val tack bomber. I noticed that the two wheels, we try to do something a little different in our Midway items. I know the carriers have got a lot more detail. The aircraft, some either have torpedoes or bombs underneath, but for some reason the Val, the two landing, the two wheels for the landing gear, to me they're a little on the fragile side. Possibly even you receive some that might have even been broken. We want to replace those. I don't have to. It's not a game changer as in that, but again, with HBG, you people who've bought Midway and you go, yeah, you're right, they are fragile, and a couple have broken. Not a problem. We'll replace them. We've got a new model that we've reinforced it, made it thicker, and we'll be more than happy to send you a new set out if you place an order and put it in the comments. And let us know what order you ordered Midway on so we can verify that you did order it, and we'll replace a full set of valves for you and put them in there. That way they're stronger and they'll be more durable. That was really the only one that there was a problem. Now, I did receive someone who was asking about an extra bomber. Originally there was a B-25 in there, and I think the designer thought, well, we'll use the B-25 because HBG already has it, and they did have B-25s, or I could be wrong on that. Maybe it was a B-17. And I said, oh no, this is really cool if we had the B-26 because they have the torpedoes underneath it and stuff like that. So I can't remember if it was B-17 or B-25. I should have checked that before I made this video. But anyway, some people go, I've got an extra bomber that's not on the list. That's the reason. It was put in there, and then we decided to use a different model. So you got an extra model there. But anyway, on the valves, there you go. Other than that, I think everything else is going well. I hope you all enjoy the two videos that Mike made. He did a great job, the tutorial and everything, and it should really help you. I also noticed that we have what I consider rogue people on our forum, not our forum, but YouTube comments, stuff like that. And I'm really starting to see a trend in this, and it's actually kind of disturbing. I don't like it. You get people, cyber bullies, if you want to call them, trolls or whatever. We had a comment on our Midway, and I looked up the person, and not even a customer of ours, of HBG's. Don't have any content on their YouTube channel, but yet they comment on our stuff and trash it. And I was like, well, it's a free world. You can do whatever you want. But it seems like it's getting, I don't say it's out of hand, but it just seems more and more people are just finding ways to go in and tear someone down without really giving them a chance for anything, or even really knowing the product. I've seen so I removed them from our channel. I'm not going to put up with that. I've put up with a lot over the last 10 years of running HBG. I've been called a Nazi for carrying, swastika flags, and I'm far from being a Nazi. Um, I've been called everything under the sun from certain people. I've had people get sideways with me over things. I've had customers get upset because they didn't get a free item, even though it was past the time. And we're like, well, let me, we do this to try to, boost sales and stuff like that. And trying to go back, try to take care of our customers. And people get upset, and I don't understand that because, you know, uh, we made a site where you can hand pick things, and then I've got people who are wanting, one of these, two of these, and that's not how we sell things. And there's a reason is, labor is expensive. And if I got people hand picking one item out of, a 10 and two of this, I'm spending more on labor than I'm making off the products. And, you can't do that on Amazon and a lot of these other sites. You can't tell, you know, some of these game companies like, I only want this and this and this, even though you sell as a box or a package. So, we've really, really tried to be to a point where we can give you items so you don't have to buy a ton of them, but it has to be enough where, I could actually make money, with the company. So it's, small profit margins. So it's not like we're getting rich over here. So, just bear with us a little bit on that. We try to be accommodating, but we can't do everything for everybody. We do everything we can, and we take suggestions about how we should package things and things like that. But sometimes it comes to a point where it's just a business decision. So, I'm no longer a one-man shop out of my house that I had basically no overhead, because I was already paying my rent. I didn't have to pay anyone because I was just paying myself. I already had a full-time job, so it's not like I needed a lot of money. But I knew I had to make money if I was going to make more products and continue to grow, which we have. I've got 3 employees, and I've got a warehouse and a couple offices and everything else that goes along with the business, which drives expenses up. So that's why, I've seen comments like, well, your maps are, X amount of dollars and I can go print it for this amount of money. Well, yeah, you can print it a little cheaper because you're not having to make any money off it. You're not spending the money for the design of these games that we spend several years and thousands of dollars for play testing and everything like that. And luckily for me, I have designers. I have a great group of designers, and they take no money. They all work. They do this for their love. They do this for pieces, and I try to take care of my designers the best I can, by buying them stuff, giving them stuff, giving them good discounts on things, and sending them products for free, especially when they're designing games and stuff. I don't want them to have any cost out of pocket. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I've seen some things go on with, gaming on YouTube back and forth, and just some things get kind of ugly. And, if some things are involved with some of my designers, I will defend my designers. They work tirelessly. They work hard. They're always working on things, and I see people trashing them, and I don't think it's really right. I mean, I think we get behind a computer screen and we tend to say little things and do things that we normally wouldn't do, in person. It's like traffic. I don't say the worst, but traffic drives me crazy when people are driving terribly and cutting off. And I'm all about road signs and speed limits and safe distance behind a car. Here I grew up with every 10 miles an hour you get 1 car length. So if you're going 60 miles an hour, you're supposed to have 6 car lengths between you and the guy behind you. Not today. There's an opening, a little car will zip right in front of you, and I'm thinking like, dude, it's like, oh, it makes me so upset. And I used to be, no, don't get me wrong, I didn't ever do hand gestures or stuff like that, but I tend to honk my horn. I'm like, dude, honk, like that. My wife used to get on to me all the time. She's like, some guy's gonna pull a gun on you. I'm like, well, they screwed up, but I backed off on that. The other day I was driving in traffic and on the left turn lane, the car was I was waiting. All of a sudden the light turns green and car's sitting there, and a few seconds go by, still sitting there. So I go tap, courtesy honk, I should say. And I saw it was a girl. I saw the girl look up in her mirror and then look back down. Of course, she was on her phone and wasn't going again. About 2-3 seconds later, I laid the horn on longer. Not obnoxiously longer, but longer than that little tap. And then she went, "Oh, it's light." Of course, these other cars are already well down the road. I'm thinking, like, girl, get off your phone and move. So, you know, I'm in behind my car. She's in her car. I tap. She doesn't really know who I am. I've seen, you do that, and I've seen people give me the finger. So I give me the finger or hand gesture or whatever they want to do, and you're like, okay, I mean that's fine, but you were in the wrong, not me. I'm just letting you know that, hey, you're not going, or hey, you cut me off, or something like that. And and I'm a big SUV, and this little sports car is cut in front of me. That's no different than you cut in front of an 18-wheeler, and kind of scary. It's kind of dangerous. So, but I'm seeing this with forums, everything like that. I don't have time to scan a lot of that, but every now and then I do get on there and I see some things, and I try to accommodate, or I try to put in what I can if I see something that needs to be addressed. I try not to get in the middle of quarrels and things like that, because it's never a good situation. It's a no-win situation, because there are certain people that just like to argue. If you get in there and say something, and even though you might be 100% right, doesn't matter. If this person is going to argue likes to argue, they're going to just go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And that doesn't look good for the company. And it's a no-win situation, so I don't even try to get into that stuff. If I do say something back and they come back, I'm like, okay, this is going down the wrong way. I'm backing off. I had a son. I might have brought this up, before first got on the internet. He was a cyber bully. He'd be get behind his computer and and chew these people out and down like that. And you're stupid. And I told him, I said, you're a bully. You better quit doing that. Of course, he's 6'6" and as big as I am, if not bigger. Big old beast of a boy. And I think he was, I said, you're big and, you're strong and everything. It doesn't mean you need to be a bully just because you're bigger than everybody. And, he backed down. Of course, he's mature now. He's the one in the Air Force in the early 30s now. But I was talking about something like was 10 years ago when he was doing this. So anyway, I just wanted to address that. I've seen things. I know there was one the other day, and I'm not calling anyone out on any of this. I just wanted you to get people to have respect for companies and products. I've seen people trash an HBG map, and because we didn't do this, do that. And there's other maps out there, there's other games out there. I could go forever on games that I didn't really like the way they did this and this. I'm not gonna get on the internet and go, well, this game, and then just trash it. I mean, I'm not just talking about saying, well, I don't really care for that game, blah blah blah. I mean, talking trash it, bring it through the gutter. And it's like, why would you even do that for? We've got people that just fly off the handle without even going into a situation and trying to get it remedied. And I know we've got some customers who are long-time customers, and they know how HBG is. We always take care of our customers. We always try to remedy the problem. So sometimes it's back and forth, sometimes communication problems. Email's like the worst. Email, you can take things different, texting, whatever. And it's just, I was selling a bunch of stuff on eBay a few months ago, And I had one guy, and we had a little mix-up on one, and this guy was, all of a sudden he throws that little suit on you. I forgot what it was called, when they throw a little case on you, like not unpaid, but you didn't do this, and this, without even an email back to me. And I was like, and I sent him back a letter, very, very nice. I'm like, my rating is over 2,500, whatever it was. It's 100% perfect. Do you not think that I would take care of the problem if you had a problem? All you had to do was email me and say, hey, there was a problem here. Can we get this remedied? No, it went right to, I'm going to put a case against you and this. Of course, it got taken care of, and he removed the case and all this stuff. But it's like, why go so quick to, hostile? Just look at the ratings and look at the, the reputation and everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't expect every person is going to like HBG. We're not going to expect every person is going to like what we do, how we do it, all that stuff. Everything can be improved. I know that. We're doing the best we can. And if we do fall short, send me an email. But yet I see things go to social media without even addressing HBG or me. I'm the owner, Doug Friend, and I've always tried to do right for customers and the company. I think we have a really good company. We try to do a lot for people. We give a lot of free items. We do a lot of things for charity. We do a lot of things. And, you still have the right not to like the company, like me, whatever the case is. We have about 10 designers now working for HBG, doing stuff. I say working, that's a loose term since they don't get paid, but they do work, and they work very hard. And I just ask that you guys respect my designers. They're doing the best they can. They work hard. All of them have full-time jobs, if not more. A lot of them have families and everything, and they're doing this thing because they love it. And then when they get to a point where they don't love it and like it anymore, they're going to go away. And then boom, we lose support for HBG products and ideas and games and everything else. And that's what we're trying to do. I mean, we are a business. I know there's a lot of other guys out there selling Access and Allies products, and a lot of them are, guys that are just doing it out of their homes, or they're just starting up. And that's where I started. And, they can have lower pricing and everything else because they're a one-man show. You can do that. But we're at a point now where we're trying to do more and more and more. And we have to make money to do that. I'm doing this full time. This is my full-time job. So I have to pull myself a salary. So, I'm still not near the salary I was when I left my other job. So, but thankfully I have a very understanding wife. She knows I really like what I do. I'm a lot happier and everything else. But I don't want to, just go on a rant on this stuff. I just wanted to bring it up. I think a lot of you know that HBG does stand behind all their products, and I do appreciate my customers that have been with us and continue to stay with us, and looking for the next, the next products coming out. I do have 2025. I know a lot of you have been wanting on that. Our plastic, our first shipment's coming in tomorrow. So probably the next 3 days I'll have plastic coming in. I think I have like 17 boxes of stuff. So I know they're done in 5 colors. 6-player game, the 6th one with 3D printing in black. Just because, like I think I told you before, it's a unique, it's going to be the Caliphate. And we do have some, their own tank, their own carrier, their own, sub or whatever like that. And I'm like, well, instead of doing a color, like we're using a Chinese mold and an American mold and making the different colors out of them, instead of making them out of the Chinese, I'm just making them black, which would work. But like, hey, let's make Caliphate and have their own items. That'd be kind of cool, since we can 3D print them and they'll look really nice. and there's not as many pieces than the other factions, so that'd be good. So anyway, I wanted to keep this short. About 20 minutes long as it is. So I do appreciate everything. And you Midway people, again, put it in the notes on your next order. The order you ordered HBG or ordered Midway, and that way we can verify it if you ordered the plastic pieces, which was the Admiral set, and we'll get you replacements for those valves that'll be nice and strong. Now, some of you use flight stands and those things. You don't even care about them. That's fine too. But if you do want a set, like I said, we'll add them to your next order. I don't want to get ahead and just ship them all out, because they still work. They're just something that HBG is doing because I was not happy with them, and I just want you to know that we will replace them upon request on your next order. So I do appreciate it. I'm gonna let you go. I've got it's a Monday, so I'm still catching up on emails and everything like that. Take care, everybody.